Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you taking time out of y'all's busy schedule. Stop in and see what it is I'm up to. It is Sunday, the 4th of August, 2022. Right around 5 o'clock ish, 5:15 in the evening. 86 degrees Fahrenheit out there. 75% humidity. Makes it feel like 95, 97. Little yuck. It's 30 degrees Celsius. So we are off to dinner at my son's house. Go see I saw them all yesterday, but go see the Grand Witches. Haven't seen the Grand Dogs in a week, so there is that. And I'm not going to catch this light because it's green now. Anyhow. So last night I had a good time at the daughter's house. Almost all the grands were there. I've got one that her mom doesn't really associate with us for whatever reason ever since her and the oldest boy broke up. So that kind of sucks. And with my sleeping schedule, I missed my sister-in-law and her grandkid. I haven't seen them in probably 3 years, something like that. It's been quite a while. Just stuff happens. We don't live all that far apart from each other, but lives don't. Not everything goes to kind of meshes or whatever. So they're off doing their thing, and it doesn't help matters that they're quite a bit younger. So I think the old Mrs. Sister is actually she's the same age as my oldest boy, or just a little bit older. So my wife's family was convoluted. Her father was married 3 times that we know of, and had multiple girlfriends and children from all of them. He was a tugboat captain who worked the eastern seaboard from New York down to Key West. And if you know the saying, sailors have a girl in every port. Big Bill was the epitome of a sailor. So anyhow, that's neither here nor there. My sleep schedule, I didn't get over there until late. Well, between my sleep schedule and having to go deal with a bill for my phone, I didn't get there until even later than what I was intending to do. And so yeah, I guess it's not former, I don't know why I said that. My sister-in-law and her husband and the grandbaby were there earlier. They had other things to do, so they didn't hang around real long. My goof, my loss, right? We got another new food truck over here. I haven't seen that one before. Island something. So maybe it's a taste of the Caribbean. How do you say it? Caribbean A, Caribbean B. Anyway, they're not too far. I may have to give them a try. Actually, there's a couple of food trucks that I've heard about that I really want to go give a try. One does all kinds of hot dogs. Supposedly, from what the reviewer said, the person that ate there, they were from northern New Jersey, and they said that it was reminiscent of what they would find at home, and gave like rave reviews and whatever. So that's a place I need to go check. And then there was one that was they were talking about cheesesteaks. Supposedly this truck does really good cheesesteaks, and I'm a sucker for a good cheesesteak. Let's go give them a try. See what they. The only thing wrong with the reviews is they don't tell you, or don't always tell you, how much things are. It might have been a really good, well-filled cheesesteak, but they charge $15 for it. And yeah, no, not going to happen. But I've talked about this before. Prices, man, and it's across the board. It really is. I've stopped at two. I stopped at Spirit Halloween the other day. They're kind of a pop-up Halloween place. They come out, at least in this area, like August, and they're closed before Halloween. Sometimes you get really good deals. They do closeouts right up till Halloween, and maybe the day or two after. But usually they're only rented up to the 31st. So anyway, I stopped there, and where was it? I guess it wasn't actually a Halloween store. I was at Walmart, and I stopped in at CVS, because CVS is where I got my my Ravina that rides in Sherry, and it's a fairly well-made skeleton, and the price was reasonable. Well, that's not the way it is right now. My goodness, the skeletons at Spirit the other day, they were cheesy, like cheap. They'd work at a distance, but they're not going to hold up. They're just real thin plastic, and yeah, they wanted like $89 for them. And it wasn't even real. Well, I guess it could be life size if you're talking about somebody that's 5 foot tall. So anyway, prices like that are going up, and just across the board. I've talked about this numerous times on here. We've got storm clouds ahead. It was raining earlier today. We've been getting a lot of rain. I know there's areas that are like, give us rain. And we're just stuck in this trough. It's just pumping up through the Caribbean and into the Gulf. and it's not forming hurricanes, but it's just constant rain bands. If you go to if you have a radar app, you'll see it. Anyway, yeah, my daughter had the radar app pulled up on her laptop yesterday. Had it out by the pool, well, out at the bar, which is by the pool, and she had it set up to give alerts when there was lightning within 15 miles. I didn't even know that was possible. I just pop it up and check where the storm clouds are showing. So I think she's got the same app as I do. I didn't even really check. But so that's a cool thing. I think 15 miles is a little too close. I was always taught, and I taught way back when I was lifeguarding, that if you could hear the thunder, it was time to get out of the water. You were too close. And down here in Florida, even that is suspect. And they had a couple of really close calls in the past couple of days. Like a big old pine tree behind the one neighbor got struck. The light pole out front got struck. And I think she said a place back in the preserve, back behind them, got struck. So, 17 grand. Nice old bus camper. Nice old bus. So yeah, it's sorry, kind of distracted. That's the school where the G-Brat does his rowing, his crew. Anyhow. Trying to think. I hope the weather. The weather yesterday was so nice, and then it's right back to being hot and humid and yuck out. So I really want to get the back of this like cleaned out. So I can set up a bed and whatnot back there. I'm thinking I'm going to take out one of the seats. I'll leave one in case I needed to transport it, like one of the Grand Brats or something. Maybe not. So I want to start working on that. I want to try to get the van at least looked at. The sun's been so busy, you can't get over there. So we kind of suspected it's just the radiator, A and B, radiator A, radiator B. Ooh, there's lightning. Big old crash. I was actually writing something on Facebook earlier, and I looked up spicket, S-P-I-C-K-E-T, because spell check said it was wrong. And I was like, no, that's spicket is spicket. apparently it is that's the way it's said in parts of the Northeast, which is where I'm basically from. And then spigot, spigot, is an alternative pronunciation as spelling, but most people call it a faucet or a tap. So, and then there's another word, and it's right there on the tip of my tongue, for an outside faucet. There's another name that's used for that. It may just be a plumbing reference. I'm not sure. And like I said, it's right there, and it just won't come out. But anyway, that's at least three different terms for the same thing. Oh, I shouldn't have gotten this, man. I should have kept on going. Oh well. Coming home last night, the headlights just cut out. Driving down the road, and back where I was at, it was dark. The roads are dark, so I actually had the high beams on, and then when traffic was coming in, was approaching, I turned the high beams off, and I didn't have any lights. They're like, yo, what the heck? So I had to get pretty far down the road before I could pull over. I got out and looked and checked and looked around some more, and didn't find anything. So I Googled it quick, and it's saying that I need to replace the solid state headlight relay, solid state headlight and fan relay, and not to swap it out with other relays, because the other relays aren't solid state and would burn out super quick. So anyhow, that's a $50 part. $50 part anywhere around here. Amazon, it's a $12 part. Guess where I got my part, or where I ordered my part. I won't have it till sometime tomorrow. So I'll be driving home tonight with high beams. But I try to be nice, If I'm too close behind another car, I'll turn the high beams off. Sitting at a traffic light, turn the high beams off. So at least that's what I did last night. I don't normally encounter this situation. And I didn't think about it until just now that I could probably pull, or I should probably pull that relay and just stick it back in and see if it's just a like a bad connection or something. So doesn't matter. I've got another relay coming, and I should probably go ahead and order a second one just in case. Because, better safe than sorry. $12. That's, what? Almost about a quarter of what they go for at the regular stores. They were anywhere from like $43 to $49.99 or something like that. We are getting up here to the last curve, which is way different than getting on the last nerve. But I appreciate y'all hanging around for the ride. Damn, there's a dump back in there. That just totally threw me. I don't know, a homeless encampment or whatever, but it was a pile of trash back in those woods. Anyhow, appreciate y'all hanging around for the ride, coming along for the ride, listening to me babble and think, and let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs down or a thumbs up. Leave me a comment wherever y'all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. If you'd like to share me around to your social media, that'd be fantabulous. If your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If they're not, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about them. Let them know you love them. We ain't promised tomorrow, people. We ain't promised their next breath. So I see y'all again. I hope you have a fantabulous day. Sláinte, y'all.